All right, all right, all right. We are live, folks. This is Radio Check with a different flavor because it is September 15th. It is Hispanic Heritage Month. Oh boy, this is going to be a good one. And Vince knows I already got my instruments out. This is going to be one of the best radio checks. And it may get better. I don't know, Rich, but we're going to try.
You know that's right. You know, we celebrating the heritage of Hispanics this whole month, starting September 15th, today, all the way through October 15th. So those out there, enjoy the roots of the Hispanidad. Here I am wearing New Eurekan hat. You know what? Talk about hats. Let me change because I'm also one of these guys right here. I'm also a salsero. So there's a lot to say about that. But this month again is Hispanic Heritage Month. A couple things going on. This is the 15th of the month. Crazy, it's already here. What's going on also between here and the first? Guess what? Tomorrow is National POW MIA Recognition Days, folks. So if you don't know what that is, prisoners of war or missing in action. There's a lot of ladies and gentlemen out there. Tomorrow, we recognize them. I'm going to change my hat one more time because the day after the 16th, 2 days after, we are honoring our 75th birthday of not the youngest, 70. But the second youngest branch of the military, the United States Air Force.
Hey, no longer the baby. No
more baby. 75 years, Air Force strong on the 18th. Happy birthday. What else is going on? The 21st, we have World Gratitude and International Day of Peace on the 21st. World Gratitude and International Day of Peace. On the 22nd, really is the official kickoff of the fall. So, folks, on the 22nd is the official day. Florida doesn't feel it. Up in Northeast, you're going to start seeing the changing of the foliage. The 25th is National Daughters Day. So anyone out there has daughters, celebrate them on the 25th. And then a couple days later on the 28th is National Sons Day. So 25th, girls, daughters, 28 boys, sons. And for those coffee drinkers, on the 29th, National Coffee Day. So that's what's going on. Hey, that's everybody. That's every day in our household, especially during National Hispanic Heritage Month. And bring up that music. Let's continue to jam. Let me change my hat.
Hey, while he changed his hat, I'm gonna go ahead and cue some of this. You're not ready for this.
They not, baby.
You ain't ready for this.
In honor of my wife and Panama, I'm wearing Panamanian hat too. Hey, we are here on Radio Check on National Hispanic Heritage Month, Day 1. Let's go like clave, big gente. Cowbell. What we love in our culture. If you have not been yet, you need to check us out. Food, música, ambiente.
Look, I tell you, man, we know how to do it right. Between music and food, we got you covered. Yes, and there's a couple of more instruments that I'm gonna bring out throughout this talk. It's only half hour. We're gonna have some fun. And but I do want to mention, I have It's Okay Not to Be Okay. Now we're gonna keep the music going, but remember, there are folks that do not feel good, even when the music is playing, even when the instruments are playing, even when people are smiling. So, September is that month that we take out to focus on and highlight, suicide awareness, right? So, for all my, my brothers and sisters that unfortunately did, pass on because of it, the Lord be with you and the Lord be with your family, because I know many. I know Vince knows some. We all know somebody, right? But just want to make sure to cover that while we're celebrating being Hispanic, being Latino. We also want to remember those that may not be celebrating, right?
Amen. Yeah, because one is way too many, folks. And the number by text, you can just dial 988. Guess what? It gets you straight there. So thank God that happened in July. So now there's an easy way to get hold of if it's crisis with suicide, you need somebody to talk to, or somebody in that fits that mold. Dial 988, and definitely they will help you 24 hours, 7 days a week.
I put it in the comments so that it's a whole lot easier than 180-something, right? It was just too long by the time you dial that number, and so good that they would truncate that to fit what we already know as a 3-digit to dial for help, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Changing hats one more time here, folks.
Oh man,
and we want to honor the Wounded Warrior Project, folks. We were blessed to celebrate their 19th year anniversary over the 9th of September here in Orlando.
That was
fun indeed. And you know what? Sometimes you're the soldier on the bottom, sometimes you're the soldier on top. But just remember, as Wounded Warrior Project, is a great organization to help veterans and the family members, for different things. A, events. B, going back to work. C, mental health. D, resources. So this is just another great organization that just celebrated their 19th year. We're just blessed to have them. Blessed that we can partake. The gentleman he's sitting on my left. It might be on my right when you see it. He was the MC for the evening. So get shout out from
MC. Yeah, thank you. Hey, it was a time to dress up and have fun. There was a lot of veterans there, a lot of wounded veterans, a lot of veterans that you don't see the wounds. But we had a whole lot of fun. Valerie Johnson, amen.
Hola, Valerie. Hola.
Yeah, so folks, I'm gonna go ahead and play a little more. I'm gonna lift that music up a little more.
Which lifts your spirits, lift your soul. And if your feet want to dance, don't let us stop you. Go right ahead. That's a little Guido. My man knows how to play the instruments. I know how to tear up the dance floor. So guess what? We got a nice combination right there. Yeah, we are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month.
This is for Triple Nickel. We haven't mentioned. I'm wearing that hat.
Like I see. We got to talk about Ruben and Company.
Check that out, my brother Ruben.
Gotta say in español, Ruben.
No, you good. You're good, Valley. Hey, I tell you, let me put Ruben on there. Let them know that we're talking about them. But if you have not visited Triple Nickel, looked at their T-shirts and all the things they have to offer, go ahead and do that. They have a great selection, doing a lot for the veteran community and helping out as veteran entrepreneurs. Now, if you don't know, there's a lot of veteran entrepreneurs out there bringing in a lot of money to the economy. Triple Nickel and Ruben and his team are doing just that.
Yeah, gracias Ruben for all you all do, bringing awareness to all different military either squadrons or units like Triple Nickel. We Hispanic Heritage Month celebrating the 65th of Infanteria de Puerto Rico. So there's a lot out there that folks don't know, but there's a lot in history too. So a great organization as Triple Nickel showcases different units in the military and also talks about diversity and inclusion and bringing some great things to light. So thank you for what y'all doing out there and for all those veteran entrepreneurs. We just had under the leadership void Corey Chrisman. He is a wine-connoisseur. He definitely has Bravery Wines, folks, from upstate New York. You don't have to go all the way to California. You go right here on the East Coast, up there, and guess what? Go to that winery, Bravery Wine. Shout out to Corey and his team doing some great things up there. But we all about bringing awareness to all great organizations through the Leadership Void, veterans or first responder. But today is all about checking in our brothers and sisters in arms and military and first responder community. I know Valerie's on, and I talked about dates that we have all going on from today to the end of the month. And I always throw out my quotes, folks, and let me throw a few out there that I think might resonate with some or one or hey, all. So, and here goes the first one. Dotting Sky says, and he wrote, "Be there for others, but never leave yourself behind."
Oh, so important.
Yeah, because we as military members, we strive on helping others, but here, never leave yourself behind. Again, be there for others, but never leave yourself behind. Dennis Watley said, "It's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think you're not." So just remember, you have everything you're capable of doing. You've done it in the military. You strive. Just because you come into this side of the equation doesn't mean that you're going to stop or go forward. You still have all the gifts. Your thinking process what holds you back, folks. Don't let it be. And let me throw in this last one. Close the door of the past. Open the door of the future. Take a deep breath. Step through and start a new chapter in your life. Amen, people.
I see John Minyard is on the show. He is on the show.
We have Tejas in the house. Bienvenidos, John. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo te va? As you know, John and everybody out there, we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, hence the music, hence the instruments here, hence the Hablando Español.
Yes, and I'm gonna introduce another little thing. This is called a maraca.
That's maraca.
That's a pretty maraca. Look,
those got the Puerto Rican flag. If you didn't know about that, yeah,
you can't tell. Maybe you can't tell I'm Puerto Rican. I don't know.
Time for me to switch hats again.
We're gonna rock a little bit.
Aha! On Radio Check. Nothing like this kind of music, people. For the soul, for the mind, for the body. When you eat food, it goes down even better. Even that brisket.
I tell you, we at the Wounded Warrior Gala, they was playing some Spanish music. Oh my Lord!
Yeah, they were. They actually taught us salsa dance.
Yeah, and for my veterans out there that are of Hispanic, Latino descendancy, get in the comments. Hey, and even if you don't or aren't, if you like the music, let us know. You know, I'm out here with a cowbell, maraca, a guiro.
He didn't have time for all the brass and percussions, folks, because if not, he would have brought it all in. Piano, bajo.
Hey, you know, there's a lot that folks don't know about us, right? You know, and to Vince's point, I mean, I do play it off, but it's fun. It's fun. So I'm a musician. Vincent's a dancer. You should have seen him on WWP night. Vince was all over the floor. I said, well, "Who's this?" But no, we enjoy the music. We enjoy the laughter. We enjoy the food of what it is called Hispanic America, right? From all the way from the Caribbean, Panama, Latin America, Mexico, Spain, and any of those other Hispanic speaking or Spanish speaking. And look, John said que Dios los bendiga a los dos.
Ay, qué bueno. Gracias, papi. Gracias.
Amen, amen. Thank you for that, brother. I appreciate that. Just having a little fun here as we pass on our time. Radio Check, designed for you to get a place where you can just lay back and just watch and talk and, you know, throw your comments in there. But it truly is designed for the veteran community, first responder community. We really love what we do. This is just one of those laid back, places that we can actually open the doors and just, be us. And I'm going to throw some other music on. Let me make that selection. Hold on.
As he making the selection, folks, we are celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month. Kicked off today. Tomorrow is National POW MIA Recognition Day. On the 18th, I got to change my hat for this one because the 75th birthday of yours truly, the United States Air Force. The Air Force Strong on the 18th, they celebrate their 75th. So if you know any airmen out there on Sunday, give them a shout out. Tell them happy birthday. The 21st is World Gratitude and International Day of Peace. The fall kicks off officially on the 22nd. Anyone who has daughters out there or a daughter, it's your day on the 25th. Sons, boys, it's your day on the 28th. And all the coffee that we love, we get to have a national day on the 29th of September, mi gente. Yeah.
And like we said before, coffee is not that's not like a special day, is it?
Nah,
it's like an everyday.
It's part of National Hispanic Heritage, period.
John used to go through buckets of coffee on that flight line over there in the squadron.
Oh my God,
John.
Pulling in those late hour days,
late hours.
drinking coffee like water.
I know when I was out at sea, a 12-cup canteen of coffee went through very quickly. 12-hour watches. How many of y'all remember 12-hour watches? I used to kill that coffee.
Amen. Yep. And on the 29th,
let's play some cowbell.
Vamos para encima. Pon some música there.
All right, man. I tell you, I love me some percussion. I love me some salsa. You know, Vince. At WWP, I was like, "Hey, everybody, I'm Puerto Rican. I love salsa." And everybody's like, "Yo, why you ain't dancing?"
He did say that too, folks.
Well, folks, we are celebrating as of today through October 15th, Hispanic Latin Heritage. Right, the whole month. Don't give us a celebration. We'll take every single day, and believe me, we will be doing this every day till October 15th. And oh, by the way, November's around the corner, so we might as well just keep it going to Thanksgiving. We'll go through Christmas, New Year's, and Three Kings Day. That's how we do it. So when you said September 15th is the beginning, this thing ain't gonna end till January about 12.
That's true. If you folks have not traveled or visited the island of Puerto Rico, we did something really special during the holiday season, and we'll probably talk a little bit about that in December. But yeah, so there's a lot of differences in our cultures. Yes, Spanish is a common language. We do celebrate a lot of same things when it comes to food and music, but there's different dialect when it comes to the Spanish and food, sauces, spices, music. But all together, we have in common. We love to get together. We love to be merry. We love familia, and that's the bottom line of what we all about. You know, just getting together, celebrating each other, and enjoying each other. And every baby that's around, we just enjoy them because we know that's the next generation going to continue the torch, or the maracas for that case.
Oh yeah, whatever. Guido, maraca, cowbell, timbale, conga.
Bongo.
I got all that downstairs though. I'm not bringing that up here. But yes, we I was just on a podcast interview with a gentleman called Frank Carvajal. He is from San Francisco, He's well, he is a San Francisco fan, but he's in California, and he is actually running in October a Silicon Valley Latino Leadership Summit. October. I won't be able to be there, Frank. Maybe next year. But there's a lot, and in our conversation, we were talking about specifically, what it is to be Hispanic, what it is to be a Hispanic leader, right? Because you do bring some cultural differences into the world of leadership. We host our Leadership Void podcast, which is Radio Check came out of that, right? Out of having the ability to do that. But what is the difference? And maybe we'll discuss that a little bit. How you feel. What did you bring to leadership, being a senior enlisted leader, to to the role of leadership when you was serving in the Air Force?
Oh man, here we go. Firing questions at me. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because I thought that, so among the leaders that I was around, I was probably the more jovial of us all. And I attribute that a lot to my heritage. We are fun, goofing off, having fun, around food, around music, very jovial. I don't know, and given the compliment that I was in, I don't know if I would have been like that had I not been raised that way, where there was always tough times, but there was plenty of smiles and there were plenty of laughter, and there was, even when you did not have, there was always something, right? Even if it was a block of cheese and crackers, right? There was always something, and it didn't have to be some great thing. It could have been just that, a block of cheese and crackers. Hey, and for those that, I stood online for a long time for a block of cheese. But you know what? We made some good times with that. And I think that my upbringing facilitated me being a leader that was like that. It was not too bent around issues, but could see the bright side of things, because I had seen the dark side of things, right? And that was just attributed to my upbringing, and it was a Hispanic house.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's very similar stories that you shared. I mean, hey, I grew up in Bronx, New York, and Puerto Rico también, both, right? And we appreciated everything small. We didn't have much, and everything was appreciated. Everything was shared. I say to folks, sometimes we put the fun in fundamentals, when it comes to leadership, because it is true. We embrace today and we honor those that came before us, but we never forget that. But we also know that there's a better way of doing it, in a sense, for me, and I will speak for Vince, that I enjoyed being around people. I enjoyed seeing them also rise up to the top, and it wasn't always a serious thing. Yeah, there's always a serious thing. There was always the chancleta, as we call it,
Ooh.
the stern fixer of leaders, young gold. There you go. But that made us who we are. And to his point, is about fun, but it's also about being serious. And we mixed the two, and we knew how to combine it. And that was what made us great leaders.
Yeah, it's always interesting when we talk, and we talk to a lot of leaders on TLV, a lot of folks running businesses, doing things like that, and we never dive into the cultural side of leadership, and it's a big factor. We all bring a flavor to leadership, right? Because we all learn leadership principles and things like that. But when you have cultural backgrounds, you also bring that with you, and how you interject it into the way that you operate on a day-to-day is, it's always interesting to see who embraces the totality of who they are and make it work as a leader, or who hides who they really are to just try to execute what they think people want from leadership, right? And it's just interesting. We never dive into that.
No, you're right. But today is all about Hispanic Heritage Month first. Number 2 is Radio Check. So thank you, John Valerie, for being here. We do this every first and the 15th, 1900, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. We want to give an opportunity for our brothers and sisters in arms, both military and first responders, to come on and just, tell us where they're coming in from. We have people from all around the globe, Australia, England, Texas, California, up north, down south. But hey, it's just a time to break bread in a sense on a virtual platform. Recognize who you are, share some pearls of wisdom, talk about some resources if need be. But most importantly, just have a time to be you and celebrate you. And today we're celebrating with the music, the instruments, Hispanic Heritage Month, September, October 15th. Dale.
All right, we're going to send ourselves off with some music, some instrument playing. You guys enjoy that. And we will see each other again in about 2 weeks on the 1st. And, every time we do this, we go like, well, where the month went? Well, we only do it twice. So that's why but we'll see each other on the 1st. Hey, enjoy the music.